top lane and make that be favorable. And then obviously the Ezreal and the Braum down there in bot lane. It's not the Ezreal Yumi. All in all, it is Kaney.
And he's going to have to back here. He's going to have to back here on a non-cannon wave. Flawless is going to go in there. One-on-one, that will soon turn into a one-on-two, but Kana taking huge damage. Ixu is going to get first blood, and Kuz does not have the damage. Buff is going to go the way of Flawless again. They're going to spot him, the flash on in. Kuz doesn't have his flash. Goes for the body slam, and Flawless is not going to die. Has the triumph, and it will be denied by Ixu. Able to save his life there. Now the one-on-one, and take a look at the position of Kaney. He's going to find Faker first. Faker looking for that, but it's going to be dodged. Let's back. And yeah, just really keeping his focus. You can tell, no, he's been incredibly active and aggressive just in the enemy jungle. Demolish Proc going to come in here. They're going to try to force the fight. Makana is Camille. Backs away. Shared gold goes over. It's really not pushing that fast.
I can't tell.
Nice hook coming in here, though. The stun is going to go down, and Equalizer does just about 0. As Faker tried early on. Now Ocean Drake is going to be picked up here. Hold my ultimate for the next fight.
And right now, actually, I think that T1's even favored.
Could happen. They get the double knockup into the Equalizer. The cask as well for the burst. Kana is just going for the assassination attempt, and it's going to work out as Flawless. Has the stopwatch. Really nice item, but take a look at the Aatrox. He's full health here, trying to dunk him down, but again, the stopwatch is going to be able to stop it here, and everybody on the side of APK going way too low. Good scatter the weak, but it will not save your life, even that stopwatch. Oh, yeah, there you go. Gonna go over to Teddy as T1. They get the engage. Funny, they're still down in gold after all of that, but they are gonna get so much more added to that. As they're gonna pick up the Infernal, the bottom turret perhaps. Just hanging around the bottom side, here's Faker. And T1 able to turn it around.
T1 should just be content to actually keep farming, but if APK wants to do this...
Yeah, they're engaging big time, but the TP comes out here, effort able to deny with the stopwatch. And your engage will be shut down to enter a full-fledged K-Ram.
Yeah. And the next Infernal Dragon is up, and remember,
T1... he's been able to isolate Secret here. He's totally fine. Lands that, and he kills him all alone. Teddy just taking out one member by himself. Syndra trying to do that to him, but it's not going to work out. T1 have been able to turn this game around. They're going to shut down 3 members.
Relatively easily, as the items on the side of APK aren't the most ideal, and it's really working against them when you consider the even footing that they should be on in now, but also the cursed tales of the Morel and Amicon.
Speaking of a cursed tale, how about 1-on-5?
Baker's trying to run.
He actually healed.
Yeah, no. I don't know. That's, no.
Rumble's scream was hilarious.
Wow. Well, you can see the trade here. Taking out tier 2 mid and tier 2 bot is going to be much better than Faker dying.
They need to... Well, I'll tell you about that later. As, okay, another turret ends up getting raised. We need to wait for Luden's Echo, so the procs and having the dots go off on people.
Oh, man. Teddy is just... He's a one-man army right now. He lands a Q and Secret basically falls over by the weight of it. And the game, just in that one fight around the dragon, that's all it took. And it was like over, just like that. SKT, or T1. It's week 3, guys. Still getting used to it. They might just win here. They're just pushing. And APK have offered no resistance. Fallen over like a house of cards. Looks like finally they're attempting to clear some waves after losing their 2 inhibitors. T1 sticking around as, oh boy. That's a huge equalizer, ticking for so much on Secret and Katie. That might just be the push they needed to take out another turret here. As well as what? Well, that's Camille for you, I suppose.
Okay, Teddy ends up getting hit, but I think they're just gonna keep going.
I can't believe he died that fast. Okay. Well, they're gonna attempt to put up a resistance here, but they will be dunked. Everybody is just styling on them now. Faker's not gonna die. And that is gonna be the end of the game. They don't waste any time with that one. 31.5 minutes, they're gonna take out Hybrid right before the end. GG. Game number 1 is T1's.
And
it's gonna be Poppy. Okay, I wasn't immediately counting out anything weird because it is Ixu.
There's
yeah, it's a little thing, but it can make the difference. Faker's just gonna face check and die.
Behind. As APK, they're gonna pick up the Cloud Dragon. Ocean's gonna spawn second to fight Parallel Convergence. Cast by Faker.
He's just getting in there. He's gonna miss his ultimate. Now he's in a really awkward spot. That should be a dead Poppy. Pulling in the Blitzcrank, but Stopwatch, a great item. Doesn't have the flash, but he is gonna go down.
And then you end up having 2 different sums.
Yeah.
And you don't just look at it as a dopamine kick just because you got the Herald one that it is for APK.
Yeah, it'll offer them a little bit more sustainability inside the lanes. It is going to be play if you don't freeze the wave in a certain spot. As one-on-one up in the top side, Kaney going to try to throw out that ultimate to deter Faker from coming in, and oh boy, he's in a bit of trouble here. The flash is available. There it is, and it is predicted by Kuz. Says get over here once again. Going to be able to take him out. Does look like, though, that a certain trade should happen again as APK making their way down here. Take out the tier 1 as Faker does the same in the top side. They're actually trying to dive this Renekton. Not quite able to, as the dash on in will be denied here. Secret trying to pull off his own effort. Does not happen.
And so, a little surprising Secret doesn't walk up for Flay into Hook.
If they could just fix between 10 and 20 minutes or 10 and 25 minutes, they'd be such a better team.
Actually probably flash the Blitz Hook and then try to QE the Gragas.
That's another option. Didn't even consider that. We are diving on the back line. Hybrid is so screwed. As, yeah, he's waving goodbye to his poor teammates that are left without him. That's a double kill now for Teddy. As Faker is running way into that back line, avoiding the knockup up until now, and then he dies. As
45 seconds until the Mountain Drake comes up. There's going to be another turret falling. And now all that T1 really needs to do is just recall group for the Mountain Dragon. It's so important for them to get it.
Flawless has got his ultimate. He's looking for it.
Oh, man.
And, well, see you later.
I don't know why he didn't just take it on okay. A little bit of damage. T1 is heavily favored in this, although Teddy, no mana.
Oh, the outplay by Effort reads the hook and then gets in there and grab, but it's just a kill. The Mountain Drake is going to go the... Effort, hello?
And Renekton,
you're going to get a bunch of extra bonus stuff. A turret here in mid, a bunch of damage in the top
in
side.
The bot lane, probably going to be able to raise this bottom tier 1 or tier 2 turret.
Yeah, in a strange way they funnel. Okay, we're just going and trying to kill Teddy now. He's going to flash away, but in goes the knockup, as does the Rek'Sai. The hook will not help him out here as Cask will sail wide. Kana with the TP is going to end up TPing into his death. As definitely a bit of a mix-up here for T1. Not what you were looking for, the hook into the death. And now
with Gragas. No, they're just going to give it up.
Yeah. They say, hey,
I don't know. The pull.
Where are you?
The pull hook.
There you go.
Somehow Secret is actually ahead of Effort in XP.
Effort. Oh, okay, we're going into the K-Ram. Death Sentence is going to land. The burst damage on Akana isn't enough. The stopwatch is better, as the Chain of Corruption is doing so much in that backline, and Faker has got to get out of there. Well, they moved into mid to not give it away. The hook comes in, but immediate QSS. Oh, they got Kuz! Kuz is out of the fight. If they can burst it down, this would be Mountain Soul, and it's going to go the way of Forest. They picked it up, as Mountain Soul will go the way of APK. Kana is going to stay alive, just barely. It's a 5-on-4 around the Baron.
Yeah, this is scary. APK could actually throw here.
But effort is pretty low. They're trying to come in as 4, as Baker is attempting an assassination, but they get the hook onto Kaney. That's what he needed. As the 5v4 should go the way of T1, but Hybrid is going to get flashed on. Down he does go. And Ixu should meet the same fate eventually.
And is there a minion wave in mid? Flawless. I think he has to suicide in order to kill the minions.
Yeah, look at him. He's trying desperately.
Yeah, they're protecting it.
Look at Faker in the back there. He's just got to protect the minions.
Yep, Faker.
Because Ixu is down a TP. So they say, if we can burst it fast enough, maybe we can do this. They're going to find Flawless, though, and
they got Flawless.
Yeah, he's a dead little void monster.
That wasn't very flawless, I'll tell you. That's the Mountain Soul.
No flashes available for T1 in this fight. We have double flash available for APK. Kaney has it this time. Should not get hooked.
Just finish the Baron.
Yeah, just finish the Baron. APK are going to give it to you, so you should pick it up. And there it goes. So, 10,000. Look at this, he's waiting, he's like, oh, yeah, you can't dodge anymore as you're slowed and you're dead.
T1 is really winning the mental warfare.
Oh yeah,
inside
absolutely.
Of this game. 709 AP on this Gragas.
That's what I was saying, he's the daddy of the team.
Kaney even having to flash away.
That was a strange hook, but we'll take it. Gets the hook on Ixu. Looks like it went through him. Either way, with the Baron in minute 43, and they're going to find this guy. Just plops down the cask on his
Tells
face.
him to take a drink.
Yeah, drink this. And down he will go. Ixu trying desperately, but he'll be flashed upon as well. Kuz's AP is greater than the amount of resistances that the Poppy has. Another hook comes in, as effort is just bopping him this day on the Blitzcrank. And down will go the Nexus. The 2-0 comes through for the side of T1. A little bit shaky there in game number 2. Wasn't exact. I'm going to hand it over to Ji-sun for the translation.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Ji-sun with the Never Translation, and we'll be hearing from the duo players, Teddy Effort from T1, picking up 2-0 victory up against APK. How was today's match, Teddy? I got caught out in game number 2. The game was a little bit extended, but still, 2-0 victory feels really nice. Before that point of the game, yeah, people were actually thinking Teddy would be the POG, but after that pickup, I guess after picked up the POG, I didn't see it coming, to be honest. I had no heads up, but I mean, Effort was doing so much work in game number 2, so it was okay. Yeah, it's your first POG Effort. How are you feeling right now? It's been a while, so I'm really nervous. I mean, our carries are doing so much work every time, so I think they also deserve it, but I'm really thankful that I got this today. I know, because you've been a little bit shaky in the beginning of the split, so they were waiting for you to get back in form. Yeah, right now, my teamwork has improved, and also my personal performance is also improving, so I'm quite satisfied with my performance. So, coming in this 10.3 patch, Ezreal is being picked up more and more. Is it more viable now? So a lot of people are playing Ezreal on solo queue, so I played it for time to time, and I thought it was okay. And some of the players even played on stage, so I also tried it today. But in the early game, T1 was having a rough time, and you guys didn't even contest for objectives. Was that like holding onto the power spike, or like just hiding your power? We wanted to hold on to the power spike, but there was some accident happened in top lane, so our game got even more difficult. but we are always waiting for the turnaround point. So let's take a look at the highlight from Ezreal, played by Teddy here. Tell us about the positioning and everything. APK players were splitted, but still Nautilus was overextended a little bit. So I told my teammates to let's go. And I mean, my players were following so well. Rumble and Braum ultimate landed on the same corridor. Was that like experienced, practiced, or like does someone make any call about it? Sometimes we make calls, or sometimes we just have the same idea. And effort. You game number 2 where you got your first POG. And this was the perfect situation to complete the comp with Blitzcrank, but you actually hovered Leona first. We were thinking of for several picks for the sport. Leona was a bit viable, but up against Thresh, I thought Blitz was stronger. Why are you laughing, Teddy? Whenever I just look at effort, I just laugh. I can't help it. And a lot of people say, I mean, the hook is so short when I play it, but when pros play it, why is it longer? Do you also feel the same way? No, not really. You have to read the opponent's mind. That's why I'm kind of good at landing my hooks. And especially that hook on Syndra near the Baron's Pit was so critical. So were you keeping your eyes on her? Well, I didn't really spell check her flash, but I was keeping my eyes on the carry line, especially Syndra. Thanks to that hook, you guys were able to clean out all the remaining APK players as well. Whenever we see the mic check coming out from T1, effort, you are the most vocal player. You check every ultimate spells and everything. Isn't that too tiring? I mean, someone has to do this work, and everyone can do this. And I'm just the one, like, speaking the most during the team fight, so nothing is really too hard for me. You also admitted that you had some hard time in the beginning of the spring split, so it's really nice to see you coming back in week number 4 or 3. Teddy, in respect of all matches you have done in the spring split, any regrets? We are having a winning streak, so I can't really think of one, but I hope we can be more consistent and end the game quicker. I still have some mistakes in games, so I want to get rid of those, and I want to be stepping up throughout the split. So this will be the end of the interview with Teddy Effort from T1 picking up 2-0 victory, and I'm gonna pass it back to our casters. Thank you.
Blitzcrank thing? As we see in this current meta, it's actually quite effective. I believe a couple of Blitzcranks now have picked up player of the game as well. At least Effort has, and shows the potential.